Valley Villagers, welcome back to my gaming channel. I'm so excited for this video. This is going to be a really quick, simple, beautiful build that mostly everyone can do, especially if you have the Storybook Veil DLC. So today we're decorating Merida's house in the green, I forgot what it's called, Greenstalk Marshes, I believe. And this whole area is going to be my FairyCore area, so stay tuned for my fairy builds. That will be next. But I wanted to give her this little cute area in this area of the biome to represent her being like the mother fairy protector of the fairies. So like I like to make stories when I do my builds, and my idea is that Merida, was escaping her forest and she came across the fairies and they needed a defender. And so she defended the fairies against, the evil trolls, and they were like, "Stay with us in our fairy forest and be our protector and we'll take care of you." And they made her this cute little fairy cottage and built her this little nook in their fairy forest. So now she lives deep in the fairy forest protecting them, and she's kind of like the fairy godmother of this biome. That's kind of the story that I have in mind, because to me, Merida seems like that character who would come across some fairies who need protecting and she would protect them. So that's the vibe of this. So we have a little fairy core, but then we also have some of that like rustic cabin vibe to the build. And then I also loved putting the house right here where there's that purple grassy nook, because her house has all these beautiful purple flowers. So to me, it just worked out so perfectly. So to start the build, I added a bunch of the Pixie hot air balloons that we got in the premium shop a couple weeks ago. I knew I wanted a ton of those in the build, so I put those down immediately just so I had kind of the placement of those and I could spatially work out where I wanted them. I knew that I wanted to create a really cool entrance that didn't feel so closed off. I didn't want to fence anything off, but I still wanted to use, sorry, my dogs are in the background. I still wanted to use this fencing. So I used the one with the violet roses and created this open kind of semicircle shape. And I loved how that was looking. So I went in with the cobblestone path, and you're gonna see I'm gonna add in some of the like Brave items, some of the Mulan items, the Tangled items, and we're gonna create a really beautiful, heavy on the foliage little nook for Merida. And I just think it looks so beautiful, so magical. And yeah, we're gonna let the music play and just let you watch. It's a very simple build that's easy to recreate, and I think it's just something that is just magical, simple, and I feel like it really represents Merida's wild, warrior kind of vibe. Like she just came across this little cabin that the fairies built for her, and everything is natural and flowy, and it's still beautiful. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy gaming. Bye.